Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about the another part 2 modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. Previous class discuss about the classification of the elements and the Dauberny triad, and another one is the Mandelic periodic table. Discuss about the Mandelic periodic table and classification of the elements, and another one is the Dauberny triad. Remaining another one, modern or long form of the periodic table. Modern or long form of the periodic table. Chemistry first year English medium. Classification of elements and periodicity in properties. That is the second lesson. Today we are going to discuss about the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. Modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. What is the Mandelic periodic law? The physical and chemical properties of the elements of periodic functions of their atomic weight. That is the Mandelic periodic law. But in modern periodic law or long form of the periodic law, it says that the physical and chemical properties of the elements of periodic functions of their electron configuration, that is also known as a modern periodic law or long form of the periodic law. Here is the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. The first one, mostly constructed the modern periodic law based upon their atomic number. Here is the mostly constructed the modern periodic table based upon their atomic number. But in Mandelic periodic table, which upon the based upon their Mandelic periodic table constructed the periodic table based upon their atomic weight. But here is the mostly constructed the modern periodic table based upon their atomic number. Remaining another one, Niels Bohr constructed the long form of the periodic table based upon their electron configuration or atomic number. Mostly Niels Bohr constructed the modern or long form of the periodic table based upon their electron configuration or atomic number. But in Mandelic periodic table based upon their only atomic weight. That is the Mandelic periodic table. But here is the modern or long form of the periodic table constructed by the based upon their atomic number or electron configuration. Remaining another one, in modern periodic table the elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number. In modern periodic table the elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number or electron configuration or atomic number. That is the elements are arranged in increasing order of their electron configuration or atomic number. But modern periodic table the elements are arranged in increasing order of their electron configuration or atomic number. But in Mandelic periodic table, the elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic weight. But here is the long form of the periodic table. The elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number or electron configuration. Increasing order of their atomic number or electron configuration. Remaining another one, the elements are arranged in horizontal rows. It is also known as a left to right. It is also known as those lines also known as horizontal rows, left to right. The elements are arranged in horizontal rows and vertical columns, top to bottom. That is also known as groups or columns. The elements are arranged in horizontal rows and vertical columns. Here is the horizontal rows also called as a period. Here is the horizontal rows also known as a periods. Next another one, the vertical columns also called as a groups. In modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table, the elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number or electron configuration. The elements are arranged in horizontal rows and vertical columns. The horizontal rows also called as a period, that is also known as a left to right. The vertical columns also called as a groups, that is the top to bottom, that is also known as a columns or groups. In modern periodic table, totally 7 periods consist of the 7 periods and 18 vertical columns or groups. How many periods are present in modern periodic table? 7 periods are present in modern periodic table. How many groups are? Here is the 18 groups are present in long form of the periodic table or modern periodic table. What is the period? Horizontal rows also called as a periods. What is the groups? Vertical columns also called as a groups. Here is the which upon the based upon the constructed of the modern periodic table, that is the electron configuration or atomic number. Mostly or Niels Bohr constructed the modern or long form of the periodic table based upon the electron configuration or atomic number. Which concept of the constructor of the modern Mendelic periodic law? Here is the atomic weight. Atomic weight is based upon the, that is the constructed by the Mendelic periodic table. Mendelic periodic table is constructed by the Mendelic scientists which upon based upon their atomic weight. But here is the modern or long form of the periodic table. The elements are constructed based upon their electron configuration or atomic number. In modern periodic table, the elements are arranged in horizontal rows and vertical columns. Horizontal rows also called as a periods and vertical columns also called as groups. Here is the totally the modern periodic table consists of the 7 periods are present. 7 periods are present. Remaining 18 vertical columns are present in the modern periodic table. In modern periodic table, the first period consider or exist only 2 elements. In modern periodic table, the first period consists of only 2 elements. The 2 elements are hydrogen and helium. The first period consists of only 2 elements, that are hydrogen and helium. So it is also called as a shortest period. Shortest period. In modern periodic table, the first period also called as a shortest period because of it consists of only 2 elements, that is the hydrogen and helium. The first period consists or exists only 2 elements. So it is also called as a shortest period. Which period? First period. How many elements are present in first period? Only 2 elements, that is the hydrogen and helium. So it is also called as a shortest period. Which period? First period. In modern periodic table, the first period consists of only 2 elements, those are hydrogen and helium. So it is also called as a shortest period. Remaining second period. The second period consider only 8 elements. The second period consists of the only 8 elements, those are lithium to neon. Lithium to neon. So it is called short period. Second period also called as a short period because of it consists of the only 8 elements. But in first period consists only 2 elements. It is also called as a shortest period. Remaining second period consider only 8 elements. Those are lithium to neon. Lithium to neon. So it is also called as a short period. In modern periodic table, the second period also called as a short period due to the presence of only 8 elements. Those are lithium to neon. Totally 8 elements are consist in second period. So it is also called as a short period. Which period? Second period. Remaining the third period. The third period consider only 8 elements. Those are starting with sodium to argon. That is the totally 8 elements are present in third period. So it is also called as a shortest period. Here is the In modern periodic table, second period and third period. Second and third period consist of only 8 elements. This modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table, second and third period consist the only 8 elements, so it is also called as a short period. In modern or long form of the periodic table, the second period and third period consider only 8 elements, so it is also called as a short period. Which periods? Second and third. Second and third period consider only 8 elements, so it is also called as a short period. Next, another one. In modern periodic table, fourth period consider only 18 elements. The 18 elements are starting with potassium to krypton. Totally 18 elements are present in fourth period, so it is also called as a long period. Because of fourth period consider 18 elements, so it is also called as a long period. Remaining fifth period consider 18 elements. Here is the fifth period consider 18 elements starting with rubidium and ending with the xenon. The totally 18 elements. In modern periodic table, fourth and fifth period consist only 18 elements. Only 18 elements. So it is also called as a long period. Which period is the shortest period? First period is the shortest period due to the presence of only 2 elements. Which period is the short period? Second and third period also called as a short period due to the presence of only 8 elements. Which period is the long period? And fourth period and fifth period consist only 18 elements, so it is also called as a long period. Remaining another one. The sixth period consider only 32 elements. The sixth period consider only 32 elements starting with cesium and ending with the radon. The totally 32 elements are present in sixth period, so it is also called as a longest period. Which period is the longest period? Sixth period. Sixth period is the longest period due to the presence of 32 elements are present. 32 elements are present here. That is also known as a longest period. Remaining last period is the seventh period. Here is the seventh period only consider 23 elements and incompletely filled. That is the total 7 periods are considered in modern periodic table. Exist the different elements in the horizontal rows. That are the periods or horizontal rows. Remaining another one, vertical columns or groups. In modern periodic table consists the 7 periods are present. Remaining 18 vertical columns. It consists the 18 vertical columns in the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. 18 vertical columns are first A, Roman number first A, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A and eighth. That is also known as a zero group elements. Remaining, that is the series A series. First A to seventh A and 0. That is also known as A series. Remaining B series. First B, Roman number first B, second B, third B, fourth B, fifth B, sixth B, seventh B and eighth. Eighth has a 3 subgroups. That is also known as a first B and second B and eighth. That is the 3 subgroups. That is also known as a 18 vertical columns present in the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. In first A group elements in modern periodic table, the first A group elements also called as a alkali metals. The first A group elements also called as a alkali metals. Electron configuration ns1. Here is the number of n means here is the number of s orbital exists only 1 electron. The outermost cell consists of the only 1 electron. In modern periodic table, totally 7 periods are present. Remaining 18 vertical columns are consist the in modern or long form of the periodic table. That is also called as a groups. That is the first one. In modern periodic table, the first A group, it is also known as a first A group elements, also called as a alkali metals. Alkali metals. Electron configuration ns1. Here is the n is the number of s orbital. The number of s orbital consists the only one electron. The outermost s orbital consists the only one electron. So it is also called as a alkali metals, all first A group elements. First A group elements. The first A group elements also called as a alkali metals. Electron configuration ns1 and indicate the number of s orbital. The number of s orbital exists the only one electron. The outermost s orbital consists the only one electron. So it is also called as a first A group elements are alkali metals. First A group elements are alkali metals. And second one, the second A group elements also called as a alkali earth metal. Alkali earth metal. Electron configuration ns2. Here is the number of s orbital consists the 2 electron. That is also known as a outermost s orbital consider only 2 electron. The outermost s orbital consists the only 2 electron. That is also called as a alkali earth metal or second A group elements. In modern periodic table, the first and second A group elements also called as a S block elements. S block elements. Here is the in modern periodic table, first A Roman number A and Roman number second A. First A and second A group elements also called as a alkali metals. Here is the first A group elements also called as a alkali metals. Second A group elements also called as a alkaline earth metal. That is the S block elements. Remaining another one, third A group elements also called as a boron family. Third A group elements also called as a boron family. Electron configuration ns2np1. ns2np1. Here is the number of s orbital consists the 2 electron and number of p orbital consists the 1 electron. The outermost total valency electrons are 3. So here is the group number also called as 3. So it is also called as a third A group elements. Which family here is the third A group elements? Boron family. The boron family also called as a third A group elements. Third A group elements also called as a boron family. Electron configuration ns2np1. ns2np1. Outermost s orbital and p subshell consist totally 3 electron. So it is also called as third A group elements. Third A group elements. Remaining another one, the fourth A group elements. The fourth A group elements also called as a carbon family. Carbon family. Electron configuration ns2np2. ns2np2. That is the outermost subshell. S orbital consists the 2 electron and p orbital consists the 2 electron. Totally outermost subshell consists of only 4 electron. So it is also called as a fourth A group elements. In fourth A group elements. Fourth A group. The fourth A group elements also called as the fourth A group elements also called as carbon family. Carbon family. That is also known as a C. Here is the carbon family. The fourth A group elements also called as a carbon family. Electron configuration ns2np2. Here is the number of s orbital consists the 2 electron and number of p orbital consists the 2 electron. Totally outermost shell consists of 4 electrons. So it is also called as a fourth A group elements. Fourth A group elements. Remaining another one. In modern periodic table, the fifth period. Here is the fifth. Fifth, he also known as a fifth group elements. Here is the fifth group elements also called as a nitrogen family or nicogens. Nitrogen family. It is also known as a N. The fifth A group elements also called as a, here is the nitrogen family. Electron configuration ns2np3. ns2 Np3. A number of s orbital consists the 2 electron and number of p orbital consists the 3 electron. Totally outermost shell consists of 5 electrons. So it is also called as a 50A group elements. 50A group elements or 15th group elements. Remaining another one. In modern periodic table, the 60A group, the 60A group elements also called as a chalcogens. The 60A group elements also called as a chalcogens. Here is the 60A group elements or oxygen family. It is also known as a chalcogens. Electron configuration NH2. Here is the Np4. Outermost shell consists of the total valency electrons are 6 electrons. So it is also called as a 6A group elements. 6A group elements also called as a chalcogens or oxygen family. Chalcogens or oxygen family. The 50A group elements also called as nitrogen family. 4th A group elements also called as carbon family. 1st A group also called as a alkali metals. 2nd A group elements also called as alkaline earth metal. 3rd A group elements also called as, here is the boron family. How many horizontal rows present in the modern periodic table? Here is the 7 horizontal rows. How many vertical columns are present in modern periodic table? 18 vertical columns. Here is the how many noun elements are present in the 118 elements are the noun elements. How many elements are natural elements? 92 elements. How many elements are the artificial elements? Here is the 26 elements. That is the artificial elements. Remaining another one, the sixth group elements also called as a chalcogens or oxygen family. The outermost shell consists of only 6 electrons. So it is also called as a 60A group elements. 60A group elements. Remaining another one. In 7th A, here is the 7th A. Here is the 7th A group elements also called as halogens. Halogens or halides. The 7th A group elements also called as a halogens or halides. Here is the electron configuration NH2Np5. NH2Np5. A number of s orbital consists of the 2 electron and number of p orbital consists of the 5 electron. Totally valency electrons are 7 electrons. 7 electrons are consist of the outermost shell. So it is also called as a 7th A group elements. 7th A group elements. 7th A group elements are halogens. 7th A group elements are halogens. In modern periodic table, the 6th A group elements also called as a chalcogens or oxygen family. Electron configuration NH2Np4. The outermost shell consists of only 6 electrons. So it is also called as a 6th A group elements. Next another point. In modern periodic table, the 7th A group elements also called as a halogens. Electron configuration NH2Np5. The outermost valency cells consist of only 7 electrons. So it is also called as a 7th A group or halogens. Remaining in modern periodic table, 8th group or 0 group, 8th or 0 group elements also called as a noble gases or inert gases. Noble gases are inert gases. Electron configuration NH2Np6. A number of s orbitals are considered 2 electron. A number of p orbital consists of the 6 electron. Here is the number of s orbital and p orbital, full pair of electrons. Full pair of electron. So it exists the octane rule. Octane rule means that the number of s orbital and number of p orbital totally filled with the electron. Totally outermost shell consists of the only 8 electron. So it is also called as a stable electron configuration of the octane rule. That is the electron configuration of NH2Np6. NH2Np6. That is the outermost shell consists of only 8 electron. So it is also called as a octane rule. Octane rule or stable electron configuration. Stable electron configuration. Because of in modern periodic table, in zero group elements or noble gases consist the octane rule or outermost cell consists the 8 electron or full pair of electrons NH2 and NP6 electron configuration. So it is also called as a stable electron configuration. Stable electron configuration. Remaining another one. In modern periodic table, the D block elements are, here is the D block. The D block elements also called as transition elements. Here is the called as transition. The transition elements. Which elements are the transition elements? The D block elements also called as a transition elements. The D block elements also called as transition elements. Remaining lanthanides and actinides. Lanthanides and actinides elements are arranged at the bottom of the periodic table as a block elements. As a block elements. Here is the here is the modern periodic table. The modern periodic table structure. Here is the first one. Here is the S block elements. S block. Second one. Here is the P block elements. P block elements. Next one is the D block elements. The D block elements are arranged between the S and P block elements. S and P block elements. The D block elements also called as the transition elements. The transition elements arranged between the S and P block elements. Remaining F block elements. The F block elements arranged at the bottom of the periodic table as a lanthanides. Lanthanides and actinides at the bottom of the periodic table. That is the features of the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. The modern or long form of the periodic table constructed by the Moseley or Niels Bohr, constructed by the based upon their electron configuration or atomic number. Electron configuration or atomic number. Moseley constructed the modern periodic table based upon the atomic number, but Niels Bohr constructed the long form of the periodic table based upon the electron configuration. What is the modern periodic law? The physical and chemical properties of the elements of periodic functions of their atomic number or electron configuration. That is also called as a modern periodic law. Niels Bohr and Moseley constructed the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table which upon the based upon their electron configuration or atomic number. The elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number or electron configuration. The elements are arranged in horizontal rows. It is also known as a horizontal rows and vertical columns. That is the vertical columns. In modern periodic table, totally 7 horizontal rows also called as a period. Remaining totally 18 vertical columns, it is also called as a groups. 18 vertical columns, it is also called as a groups. That is the totally 7 periods. The 7 period, the first period consists only 2 elements, so it is also called as a shortest period. In modern periodic table, second and third period consist the only 8 elements, so it is also called as a short period. Remaining fourth and fifth period consist the only 18 elements, so it is also called as a long period. And sixth period consists only 32 elements, so it is also called as a longest period. Remaining 7th period consists of only 23 elements and incompletely. That is the 7 horizontal rows or 7 periods, remaining 18 vertical columns. That is the first period. The first A group. The first A group elements also called as a alkali metals, electron configuration NS1. Second A group elements also called as a alkaline earth metal, electron configuration NS2. Remaining third A, it is also known as a boron family, electron configuration NS2 NP1. That is also called as a boron family. Remaining fourth A group. Fourth A group elements also called as carbon family, electron configuration NS2 NP2. Outermost shell consists of only 4 electrons, so it is also called as a fourth A group elements. Remaining fifth A group. Fifth A group elements also called as nitrogen family, electron configuration NS2 NP3. That is the outermost shell consists of only 5 electrons, so it is also called as a fifth A or nitrogen family. Remaining 6th A group elements also called as chalcogens. Remaining 7th A group elements also called as halogens. Remaining last one is the 0 group elements also called as the noble gases or inert gases. Except helium, all noble gases are existed octant electron configuration. Except helium. Here is the helium 1s2. Remaining all elements are exist the octane rule. Remaining the D block elements. Here is the B series. The first B to 7th B and 8th. That series is also called as a D group. That is also known as a D block elements or transition elements. The D block elements are arranged between the S and P block elements in the modern periodic table. Remaining, the A block elements are arranged at the bottom of the periodic table as a lanthanides and actinides. That is the modern periodic table or long form of the periodic table. Remaining, another class discuss about the classification of elements. The elements are classified into 4 blocks based upon their electron configuration. That is the next class.